Door Cannon Intro, welcome to the most realistic Mycareer mode that we can do in F122, and we are going to be racing for Alpha Tari. So, the rules of this career mode that make it realistic are as follows. Rule 1, I am not responsible for R&D, and I cannot actually even look at R&D. I know that it's right on the top, so I'm going to have to close my eyes when I go by it. The only way I can know where our car is at is during free practice, seeing where we finish. So that's rule number 1. Rule number 2 is we are tied to cockpit cam with no HUD. So there is no timing in the top left. It is just what's on the steering wheel. And the only information I can get is from calling my race engineer over the radio. If we think the viewing experience is going to be bad with no HUD, let me know in the comments and I'm happy to add the HUD back. But we are going to be in cockpit cam. 3 is going to be we have no assist and no flashbacks. Now, I will preface saying no flashbacks. You're just going to have to trust me. When I am recording, my game tends to lag and I'll just end up in a wall. I will flashback if that happens. But if I spin, if I crash, I will not flashback. You'll just have to take my word for it. So without further ado, we are going to be starting our career mode. Let's get it. It's weird that I cannot do R&D. I have no idea how our engineers back home are going to do R&D. But just like in real life, right, the driver only has so much input on the car. So I'm hoping they do well. And our first upgrade failed. Great start. Alrighty, we are here for free practice, which is the only way we can actually know where our car stands in R&D. And I play a little bit of cockpit cam here and there. And, oh, it's so fun, man. It is so fun. And it makes this game, which, you know, at times F122 is not the best game. It makes it just a lot better. You feel so much more connected to the car and connected to the track, and it just is it almost feels like a whole new game when you play cockpit cam. But this weekend I could not hit, I forget what turn this is, that apex was unhittable in cockpit cam. It is just a completely different driving experience than TV pod. It's so much harder with those big wheel eyebrows to see where you are. But you know, I'm excited for this series. I'm excited to see how it goes. Like, I've never done really a full season in cockpit cam, especially cockpit cam with no HUD. And I think I mentioned it later in this video, but if you guys have any suggestions on how to make it even more realistic, how to make the series more fun for you guys, or if you're like, actually I think we do need the HUD since it's really hard to tell what's going on, please let me know in the comments and I'm happy to adjust as need be. But this is going to be the first race. We're testing out something new and, you know, I'm excited. But we wrap up our qualifying sim in practice. We lock up 8 times. We miss 25 apexes. And we come across the line and do about a 131, which puts us P9 on the charts. And our teammate on the mediums goes P16. So now, without further ado, it is time to see how we do in qualifying. Alright, so here we are in our first Q1 run in our realistic career mode. And I think I'm probably going to lose for my guess was about a second from what I can do in cockpit cam for now. Getting used to the mirrors, looking in the mirrors bound on my wheel is something that is extremely difficult. Since I won't have proximity arrows, not knowing where those cars are without looking in the mirrors is going to be a very, very challenging experience. This whole weekend, pretty much, I just struggled to hit the apexes at these downhill right and left-handers. Just extreme. These are hard turns on TV pod to get right, and I was not even coming close to getting them right in cockpit cam when you have these large wheel eyebrows blocking your view. But having that apex limiter on where your guy turns to look at the apex definitely helps quite a bit. I'm going to definitely have to tweak my in-cockpit cam settings a bit. But our first Q1 run, I wouldn't say it was anything special. We were very tentative, just trying to get a good banker lap down. And we made a few mistakes throughout the lap. I wouldn't say it was my worst lap I've ever done, but it also was not great. We had a few small lockups, but we come across the line and we do a 131.3, which isn't great, but not terrible. So we're going to have to go out for one more run, and I believe this was on used tires. I can't fully remember, but I think this is on used tires. I did want to try and save a set of softs. So I was going to go out on used tires. No, that was on new tires, and on our new tire run, we come across the line P15. So we get through by about 2. So we did a banker lap in Q2 on our used set of softs, and right now we're about 2/10 up, and on this new set we're finding a ton of time as we would. And at this point I was thinking, you know what? Q3 just might be on, lads, but the turn that haunts me all weekend continues to haunt me. This was so hard to get right. Get on the power way too early, and we bin it in the wall. About the 8th time I binned it there. And as you can see, just came around. This just looks comical, and just smacked the power, and F122 took over. But we are P14 right with our teammate who is P13, so I wasn't terribly upset with the result.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, and the smooth operator Carlos Sainz completes the front row. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Russell, Sir Lewis Hamilton, and Perez. Fernando Alonso, Norris, Ricciardo, and Guan Yu Zhou. Ocon, Magnussen, Yuki Tsunoda, Paul, Bottas, Mick Schumacher, Lance Stroll, and Alex Albon. Vettel and Nicholas Latifi.
All right, we're starting P14. If you guys do have any suggestions for the series to make it even better, please let me know. That would be dope. Really difficult to use the mirrors of where I have them bound, but oh gosh. This could, without VR, using the mirrors might be unattainable, but we'll see. The beginning of these races are gonna be brutal with no prox arrows, man. I'm nervous because I think this video, we could have some very short videos, guys. When I just crash out literally going to turn 1 on like almost every video. Oh, I completely messed up on my grid spot. But there is no lights on our screen. We're gonna actually have to watch the lights. We have no proximity arrows. We're gonna have to look in our mirrors. 5 red lights from Bahrain. It is lights out. And away we go, and the car does not really grip up for us. There's a Haas on our left, that's all I know. I can't really tell. We lock up quite a bit. Someone dives down our inside. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I mean, that's not my fault, right? What am I supposed to do? Safety car, please. I don't have a wing. We're gonna have to box. Wait, on who? All right, VSC, oh my gosh, I don't have a wing. Yeah, that's exactly how I thought this was gonna start, to be honest with you. There's a car right on my side. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. We have to box anyways for the wing damage. We need a safety car. Did I get a penalty? Wait, do I have a penalty? I don't think I got a penalty, did I? Wait, I have a penalty for what? Did I speed in the pit lane? I had to speed in the pit lane. Oh my gosh, this is a disaster. This is exactly how I thought this was gonna go, to be honest, though.
That was a fantastic stop.
This is exactly how I thought this was gonna go, sadly. Alright, well, am I ahead of the Haas at least?
Okay, 1 stop to go. Just 1 stop.
Why did we put mediums on, guys? Also, I can't pick my strategy, by the way. That was another rule I forgot to mention. I'm at the mercy of whatever the team says I have to do. I am the driver. I can somewhat argue it, but whatever tires they're throwing on are going on. It's so weird just driving out on my own. I don't really know where other cars are. I don't have a map. I can get somewhat of a sense. Car in front, car in front. Vehicle ahead, vehicle ahead. No, no, vehicle ahead. Driver in front. No, no, no. Driver in front, driver in front.
Didn't receive that. Repeat the message. Repeat the message.
Driver in front, Mark! Driver in front! Driver in front, please, for the love of... Thank you. Alright, I'm out of battery. We're gonna have to actually save some battery now. I don't know why I've been using it all. What have I been doing? I just kind of fell asleep. I was just kind of in like a zone of just going. There's nothing around me. I literally feel like I'm on like a practice lap. I haven't seen a car in years. Dude, I'm actually sweating. Why am I sweating? Can I sim till the end of the race? Or can we please get a safety car to give me a chance? The only positive I've taken from this is I haven't really spun. Besides in qualifying and twice in practice. I haven't spun in the race yet. I don't know why they boxed me onto mediums again after that incident. That was annoying. Box, 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 I think, right? My pit thing is flashing. It says, see where it says in the top left of the steering wheel? It says pit. I assume it wants me to pit. Alright, so I'm pitting this lap. That's kind of sick. I don't know if I'm going to come out of the pits and there will be someone about to murder me because I don't have a map. I don't see anyone coming down the main straight. Well, being on cold hards is going to be difficult. Driver in front, driver in front, driver in front.
Bottas is ahead of you now, and gap to the car in front is 21.2 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards.
That is the big W I've taken away so far from this race. We have not spun in the race. I feel like this is an extremely difficult track to start out with for this kind of game mode. Oh my god, Monaco is going to be insane. My pace is picking up though. I feel good about the pace at least. You know, we got a little unlucky on lap 1. I think what we'll just have to do is be very conservative lap 1. Just pretty much just hold our place and just not kill people and just get out of the carnage at the beginning alive. Get the striking distance graphic on. We're taking 2 seconds out of Albon a lap. Can we catch him? The drama intensifies. Cue dramatic music. We have to catch a Williams that has front wing damage. And we only have 10 laps to do it. And it's for P17. You can't write stories like this. Drive to survive. Move the cockpit back so I can see both my mirrors. Move the cam back a little bit. It's just so hard to hit the buttons on my wheel to turn. That might be a tad better if I can move it back just so I can see the mirrors. Why do I keep hitting the wrong button for overtake? I've had the same controls this whole time. You put me in the cockpit cam, I forget them all. Oh, dude, my ass is so sore. This is so realistic. Dude, Singapore might kill me. Racing Singapore, imagine it rains. Oh my god. I might get like, to make it even more realistic, Singapore, if it's raining, I might get like a humidifier for my apartment and just like steam my apartment. Make it like so humid in here that I'm like drenched in sweat. Just make it hyper realistic, you know? Oh no, there's the blue flag. There's the blue flag. Well, I should be able to let him by easily on this straight. Alright, we finally have the blue flags. Sad days. DRS question mark? We're racing Max Verstappen here for the lead. We have DRS on Verstappen. We have a run down into turn 1. This is for the championship. Dude, you know why I like this? Even getting lapped is like nerve-wracking because I'm like, I don't know when he's close because I don't have proximity arrows. My engineer doesn't let me know. Spin, which is the big W. You know, we got unlucky on lap 1. I'll have to rewatch the incident. We'll have to rewatch the incident just to see, did we actually get unlucky? Or was it my fault? Blue flag, it doesn't matter though. The AlphaTauri men are on the pit wall. They're on the fence cheering Paul on as he comes across the line in P18. That was really fun. I will say, that was a blast. It wasn't even an exciting race, dude. When I actually start racing people, oh. I think I need to tweak the view so I can see both my mirrors and don't have to hit my paddles to view them. That'll make it a lot easier. But that was a blast, boys. That was a blast. Oh my gosh, I'm sweating. I had to try hard. This might reinvigorate my interest in this game quite a bit.
How did they manage to achieve this win?
Max wins with 2 Ferraris. You guys don't care about the podium celebration, do you? Do you want to see the podium celebration if I'm not on it? So Yuki finishes P11. This game is ultra realistic. Ultra realistic. But I will see you guys for episode 2 sometime soon.